Once upon a time, there was a man named George who was known for being the stingiest person in town. He lived alone in a small house and spent his days counting his money and thinking only of himself. George never donated to charity, never gave money to the homeless, and never helped his neighbors in need. He believed that his money was only for him, and he refused to share it with anyone. One day, George was walking through town when he saw a homeless man sitting on the sidewalk, begging for money. George walked right by him without even acknowledging his presence. But as he continued walking, he heard a voice calling out for help. He turned around to see the homeless man surrounded by a group of bullies. They were taunting him, taking his meager belongings, and pushing him around. George was about to walk away when he saw the homeless man's eyes pleading for help. George thought for a moment. He had never helped anyone before, but something in the man's eyes touched him. He decided to intervene and stood up to the bullies. They initially scoffed at him, but as he showed his resolve, they eventually gave up and left. The homeless man thanked George and asked why he decided to help him. George realized that, for the first time in his life, he had done something good for someone else. He realized that money wasn't everything and that helping others could bring a sense of satisfaction and purpose. From that day on, George changed his ways. He started to donate to charity, help his neighbors, and even gave a little money to the homeless man he had helped. He realized that his life was much more fulfilling when he thought about others, not just himself. And so, George went from being the stingiest man in town to being one of the most generous. He learned that sometimes the greatest rewards come not from what we keep, but from what we give away.